Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Litefinance Global YouTube channel, and we are going to discuss pump and dump crypto strategy. We are going to try to show you the stuff behind the pump and dump strategy, so next time you are going to be able to recognize, or you're going to be close to recognize the potential pump and dump strategy. Well, the pump and dump strategy came to the cryptocurrency world from the stocks market, and trying to be more precise, it's come from the pink stocks, I would say. Okay. So it suggests that the group behind particular pump and dump usually chooses a low liquid assets with the low volume, and trying to artificially inflates its cost, and trying to get the profit from the price increasing from the way that other traders, uninformed traders, trying to jump the bandwagon, right? So how they usually do profit from pump and dump, right? We all know that the crypto is quite new trading instrument, right? Still, plenty of available strategies been developed, and usually we might divide that into three groups. Based on the usual technical analysis, right? Trading based on the patterns, trading based on support resistance levels, supply demand, Fibonacci, etc., etc. The other is going to be based on the fundamental analysis, meaning that we are going to take into the consideration the news coming out of the project, like forks, the start of the fork, the finish of the fork, the news from the developers, etc., etc. The third one is based on the psychology, based on the way of understanding what is going on. Some people are going to include in that third one the pump and dump, but in my opinion, still could be treated separately. Well, it could be also treated as some way of trying to scam uninformed traders. Yes, that's how I see the thing. Some people are trying to compare that pump and dump to many different hypes. Some even trying to explain as some kind of the ponzi scheme. Well, usually is some group, organized group of traders, and they are accumulating low volume coins at the bottom, very, very quietly, and then via different social medias, different medias, they are building the momentum, and suddenly, once they accumulated enough, they are pushing the price higher through certain levels. Of course, again, in that case, they first have to accumulate quietly, and then trying to pump the balloon, and price is rising, and then there is usually the first dump and all-in dump after the second or third top. In that case, I'm showing you examples based on a little bit bigger instruments, but as I mentioned, the easiest way is to manipulate low volume coins being traded on the less known exchanges, right? Once the news are coming up from the many different places, when we are seeing the adverts, right? So the price is rising. Of course, we have here EOS, Litecoin, Ripple, Neo, trying to make the pump and dump here. Needs much bigger amount of the money, but as you can see, is also possible on that big markets, right? So again, quick move to the upside, trying to trap first traders, all right? So trying to trap those bought above the previous high, quick dump, reaccumulation, trying to trap even more traders after the upside break, trying to manipulate based on the technical analysis, new high. So let's try and buy, and then total trap, and suddenly plenty of people being bought around the high or at the high, right? So we know how does it look like. Unfortunately, that's the way our nature is working. So some of us, we like to participate in this type of the trading activity. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, me personally, I don't like to be manipulated. So usually when I see unusual movement, especially when it comes to the small coin being traded on the smaller exchanges, that's for me the warning sign. It's relatively simple to identify pump and dump. Price jumps completely have no fundamental reasons. Well, generally is not in line with the overall crypto market trend. Well, the long-term investors are not interested in the projects with very small capitalization. So that's where you have well, all those warning signs, right? So sharp price surge and multiple ask orders without any significant fundamental reason are being bought. There is no comments, no communication from the project side, and we are seeing some kind of the bigger media activity in relation to that project. Of course, I've been talking about the biggest names here with the pumps and dumps, but of course, as I mentioned before, easier to try to avoid small names. How can you try to save your funds during the pump and dump? Well, I would be very cautious with the small names to buy, for example, when there is a new high, when there was a big price rise. That's the first thing. I would rather wait for quite significant pullback because my way of thinking with the low liquidity, the dump might be very, very significant, right? I wouldn't try to I wouldn't try to participate when the price is rising and when there is a growing media attention. That's another thing. And to be honest with you, the best example here is with the big name. I'm talking here about the Ripple, and I'm talking here, to be honest with you, about this pump, right? That's around this level, around 260. It was when CNBC called Ripple and been talking a lot. So it's, as I mentioned, it's not only the small projects. In that case, it was the Ripple. At that time, it was top 3. The media, the CNBC, they started to talk about the Ripple almost at the top. That's what happened after all. So don't forget, there is a quiet time of accumulation, then the price is rising. Once the price is rising enough, then when it comes to the media, when there is a huge attention from that side, I would be extremely careful. With that being said, most probably pumps and dumps are going to stay here still for a while, so guys, be careful. Trade, invest wisely, do your own homework, do your own research. It was my pleasure to prepare this one for you. Wish you great trading days ahead. See you around. Take care. Goodbye.